There we go. Big time professional, big time show. Good morning, Matt Hatter Nation. How you guys doing? It is November 16th, 2025. How you doing? That means that it's Sunday, which means we're here for a little Lions pregame action. Now, I know what you're saying. Oh, my God, Hat, he must be drunk. It is 11 a.m. He's already drunk doing a pregame show. Doesn't this moron know that we don't play until prime? Sweet, sweet prime time. Prime time game means prime time product. At the link, yes, I do. But I don't feel like sticking around and being that guy at night. I feel like enjoying a little bit of Sunday evening with Hat and Boobs while we kick off my vacation. I do got to go into work for a little bit today, but we got to collect that overtime, so that's what we're going to do anyway, so everyone can shove it in their butt. Let's go, guys. We got a digital tailgate for y'all. We're going to be talking a little bit of Lions news last night breaking. Jingo, like my General Sow. I'm going to give it to you now. Lions play Sam LaPorta on injured reserve with a back injury. Tight end to miss at least 4 games. Ah! Can you tell I'm really fucking thrilled about all that? Oh, there, I just tanked myself in the algorithm. There you go, guys. Way to swear right out of the rip. But I'm not happy, not pleased about Sam LaPorta being on injured reserve. What is going on with this nonsense? We got to roll with Brock Wright, and Ross Smelly Dwelly might throw a couple dollars on a Ross Dwelly anytime touchdown. Why not? Let's go, you guys. But we will discuss Sam LaPorta. Michael Baca, digital content creator over at NFL.com, has the story for us. And then we will just quickly peruse. Look, there you see him. Sam LaPorta, DNP, out. Yeah. Shit. That sucks. And then after we read that story, we'll get into what we guys are really here for. Placing bets, trying to make me a couple dollary dues. Because why not? What's going on? It's halftime. Chat, between now and 11:11, give me your outcome. Who do you think is going to win the Miami Commanders game? We'll place a live bet on that. Between you got 7 minutes. 7 minutes. I'll check back with you. Sorry for the loose freewheeling show, you guys. It is Sunday. We like to keep things a little bit more lax, a little bit less suit and tie, a little bit more freewheeling and ready to go. What's up, Brandy? Good to see you here, sister. Sounds like the rise of Tesla. It very well could be, you guys. We got everybody here hanging out this morning. If you can, go ahead and do me a solid. Would you kindly walk on over to that subscribe button? Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Ring that notification bell so you can be notified every time we go live. Monday through Friday, it's a little bit more suit and tie on Sundays, or at least on the pregame digital tailgate show. We're a little bit more loose, lax, just kind of freewheeling it, riding with you guys, taking your chats, placing some bets. So go ahead and like this video, share it around with all of your friends. Let's just go ahead and dive into the show.
If you can say the word good, guess what? It means you're still alive. It means you're still breathing. And if you're still breathing, well then hell, you still got some fight left in you. So get up, dust off, reload, recalibrate, re-engage, and go out on the attack.
Shout out Brent DeWitt. Says, don't be surprised if we see Tesla lined up as a tight end in multiple tight end slots. And to your credit, my guy, you now we see why there's a little bit of scuttly buttery do about Jackson Meeks maybe lining up at tight end a little bit there. I wouldn't be surprised, though I would imagine, unless it's been something that has been already kind of packaged in and slowly integrated into the offense, I would expect most tight end sets to be Brock Wright, Ross Dwelly, and then, of course, the living troll eligible man, Dan Skipper. Everyone loves your friendly neighborhood Dan Skipper, at least to come in for a little bit now. Not too pleased about that. Don't be surprised if Meeks plays tight end a role tonight as well. Yes, Jack, that's what we're talking about, dude. There now the picture is coming clear. Now we understand exactly what they're trying to do here with the wide receivers and why they were trying to do it. Because our guy, Sam LaPorta, big fan. Beat Zelda. Got the Triforce. Went to college. Standing individual. Don't be so. Detroit won't have its playmaking tight end for at least the next month. The Lions play Sam LaPorta on injured reserve on Saturday, forcing him out for at least the next 4 games. LaPorta, who was already ruled out for Sunday's road game in Philly, is Jared Goff's second favorite target. I've been saying that for years now. Jared Goff's second favorite target with 40 catches for 466 yards, second only to star wideout Amon-Ra St. Brown. The third-year tight end has also found the end zone 3 times in 9 games played this season. Now, this is in my opinion, probably the biggest crippling blow to my prediction of Jared Goff having 5,000 yards and 50 touchdowns this year. As you can see at the roughly halfway point of the year, a little over halfway point of the year, LaPorta was almost at 50 catches and nearing 500 receiving yards. Very attainable numbers within the next week. He was halfway to 1,000, and I had told you that now the linchpin of my assumption of Jared Goff throwing for 5,000 yards was J-Mo having a 1,600-yard ceiling. I don't think that's going to happen unless he just continues to stack games like last week, one after another after another. But the one of the main water carriers, I guess we could say, for Jared Goff having a predicted 5,000-yard season here from the Hat and Beard Show was that Sam LaPorta is a 1,000-yard tight end. He's totally capable of doing that, and I think you could see here, bottom-end projection, I'd have him hitting at least 750, almost 800 yards. At the high end, he probably could have gotten up into the upper 8s into the 1,000-yard area, piling up 8 touchdowns, maybe a ceiling of 10. But with him being out for the next 4 weeks, what is going to happen? What are we going to get? Who could it be now? So replacing LaPorta's production won't come easy for Detroit, but they have a capable backup in Brock I Can't Block Wright, who's caught 9 balls for 71 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns. Ross Smelly Dwelly sits behind Wright on the depth chart. The Lions' offense still has a handful of weapons to maintain its explosiveness, namely St. Brown, field stretcher Jamison Williams at receiver. Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery remain one of the best running back duos in the NFL. Following Sunday's road game against the Eagles, the Lions will play a 3-game homestand against the Giants, the Packers, and the Cowgirls without LaPorta. Not the best scenario with the Packers falling right in there. You're going to have a little bit of a shortened week there because it's obviously the Thanksgiving Day game with a tight turnaround. But at least, I guess, if you think about it strategically, you don't want to necessarily have a LaPorta or be without LaPorta going into a big game against Philadelphia. I consistently say that Philadelphia is the number one obstacle that I foresee the Lions having in getting through the NFC Championship game and to the promised land of the Super Bowl before we square off against the Buffalo Bills and shut them out 59-0. However, if there was a stretch to have it, I guess with 2 of your 4 opponents without LaPorta, at least projected right now, being the Giants and the Cowboys, I guess that does kind of bode well. Also, I personally feel like the Packers are going to start to fall off pretty hard core tonight. So, 1 of 4 games without LaPorta. I'd rather take that than LaPorta none of the rest of the season. You know what I'm saying? I guess it could be worse. Though this Sam LaPorta kind of missing more time than I care to see him miss now, kind of year in and year out. Starting to become a bit of an issue. Not something I'm really raising the red flags about yet or sounding the alarm, but just a little something that kind of leaves a little bit of unease in my tummy. You know what I'm saying? Makes me not so happy. Not feel so great. I'm surprised if Meeks plays tight end role tonight. Yes, dude. Yep. Jax. Morning. Brandy says, good morning. What's good, yo? So Terry and Arnold, he's going to be out. Davenport's out. Frazier's out. Kirby Joseph's out. That really sucks. LaPorta's out. We don't care about Josh Paschal, though. Look at him with limited practice. Hooray, hooray for him. DJ Reed is out. Also limited participant all through practice this week, though I'm glad to see him not being forced back into it. And unfortunately, even though he had looks like a full stacked week, a full practice, Malcolm Rodriguez will be out for this game, still yet to return. We did touch on that earlier on in the week, maybe Friday-ish, where I talked about how it's probably the best thing, give him the most amount of time to recover. There's no need to rush him back. Decker, Robinson, Sailor, Sewell, Teslav, Aki, and Wright all listed as questionable. And Hutch had an elbow popped up. What was that? Wednesday he popped up on didn't practice Wednesday with an elbow. But you notice here a lot of veteran players do not practice. Just it's a lot of veteran day is on rest days on Wednesday. And Graham Glasgow limited on Wednesday, but full go and no designation heading into the game status. If you guys keep your eyes on tickers to see if anything pops up, if we learn anything about the questionables or if anybody's good to go. I obviously won't come up until later today because we play Primetime. I'm just kind of realizing that now. But, I imagine everybody's going to be a full go, especially we need Amik Robertson here to be ready to rock and roll with Terry and Arnold out. Not that Philadelphia's wide receivers are super electric right now, but they are very electric as individuals. And to be fair, Philly does have... They are the champs. They're still the defending champs, and they still have all of the potential in the world to just come out and punch us right in the fucking mouth, dude. I hope that doesn't happen. We need Kirby back and Arnold. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, Pac Lolo. I always want to say Pacholo because I'm an idiot, dude. So that's why I always stumble over your name real hard, dude. My bad. I agree, dude. Kirby being back is paramount. It is the most important piece that we could get back to our defense, personally. I think that Kirby Joseph is a turnover creation machine and definitely something that we are sorely lacking is the takeaway ability of Kirby Joseph. Now, it is a boon that at least we still have Brian Branch back there making plays. And Terry Arnold, I mean, he was really coming on before the concussion, so it sucks that he popped up and then popped back onto the injury report. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully Brock Wright doesn't miss his chance like he does blocks or drop the ball on this opportunity. I agree with you, Mr. Detroit City, dude. Brock Wright lovers are so excited when they saw LaPorta hit IR. I know, dude, and I have a love-hate relationship with Brock Wright. Like, I want him to do really well, but it's like, brother, every time you go out there, you just shit in my hat. You know what I'm saying? My mom says, good morning. Sorry to hear about LaPorta. I agree. Rest him ahead instead of aggravation of the injury. Yes, I agree. And I think that's what we've learned now with Kirby Joseph is don't let him get healthy. Don't irritate it because now we're so much farther behind Kirby Joseph than where we could have been if we'd have just shut him down at the beginning of the season, let him recuperate. Excited about Brock Wright. Borderline Looney Tunes. I agree with you, Brent. I agree with you, dude. We could have used Zylstra right now. Oh, Pac Lolo, dude. I thought that too. I was like, when I seen initially that LaPorta was out, I was like, this would be the game. This would be that 3-touchdown Shane Zylstra game like he had against Carolina a few years ago. You know what I'm saying? This would be that game where Shane Zylstra just comes out of nowhere and is just like, look at how good of a wide receiving tight end I am. You know what I'm saying? But it just sucks. Lions are about to turn Philly into a scratching post. Brandy, I hope so, sister. I really hope that's the case. So did you guys think about it? Oh wow, Washington came right out and plopped their nuts right on their face, huh? Well, shit. Let's take a look here. Kind of missed my opportunity to place some dollars on the bet. Yeek. So now Washington's pretty heavy favored. I'm not going to burn any dollars on this. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. It isn't worth it. You got to keep bankroll management paramount, everyone. Let's get over to the NFL games here. So let's, before we dive into the Lions parlay, let's put a couple bucks down on some bankroll management on some upsets. Now, originally, I don't know. Guys, I know I do this all the time. The Giants, though. Yo, I really think the Giants can beat the Packers, dude. I really think the Giants can beat the Packers today. Oh, don't worry, Mr. Detroit City. We'll get to those ones, guys. We'll get to the Lions parlays, dude. But first, I want to look at this New York Giants game real quick. This Giants-Packers game, because I think we can make some. What's up, Casey? Happy Sunday. How you doing, bro? Good to see you, dude. Hopefully, you're having a good kickoff to the main slate of Week 11, dude. It's Sunday. How's your morning been, dude? Ours been pretty good over here, brother. Woke up, went to church, got home. Had a little post-church donut, enjoying a little Bigby here while we hang out. I was at FSU when Jameis was there. I will never put money or faith behind that person. See, Mr. Detroit City, and I am like super high on famous Jameis throwing for like 300 yards in a 3-touchdown, 3-interception game to propel the Giants to like a 3-point victory, dude. Superhuman won't even talk about his football. If you know, you know. Yeah, dude. It sucks losing Sammy, but everyone else will step up. This is just the opportunity for the rookies. Rick C., I think this is an opportunity for J-Mo to just keep fucking going off, dude. I think J-Mo's going to torch some DBs of Philly, dude. Whoopsie. Whoopsie poopsie. There we go. There are a few tally scumbags out there. Yeah, dude. You know, look, famous Jameis ain't the cleanest guy. I'm going to be honest. And we all know how the Jameis Winston experience goes. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. I'm thinking a couple dollars. I really think the Packers are falling off, dude. Still in Rochester. Didn't go up north to West Branch for the weekend. Heading downriver to take Mom to dinner. Then back up to Rochester to watch tonight's game. Hell yeah, Casey. Look at you. You're a good dude, man. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Greg Reed, Calvin Benjamin. I can go on for day. Oh, dude, Calvin Benjamin. I remember Calvin Benjamin. MCDC taking over play calling was all J-Mo needed. Well, Rick C., just to correct you, MCDC didn't take over play calling. Daniel Campbell took over play calling. I think the Giants can beat Green Bay. Right, Mom, so I'm not crazy, right? Well, I might be crazy because... Well, it is 11:20 in the morning, which means my mom's drunk. My mom's drunk already, guys. She's already drunk. She's already hammered, drinking whiskeys and Mountain Dews or whatever. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't fucking know. I don't know. All right, I like the Giants to win. And holy shit, you guys, this spread was 7.5 points when I fucking opened this goddamn this window, and it's now tightened up to a straight 7. Clearly, me and my mom are moving the lines in Vegas. You guys, do I parlay this? Do I build a parlay? Jameis will be out there licking dirt off his fingers while they're contorted in a weird W or whatever he does. Bro, so you notice that too, man. You notice that too, like not only does the W look weird, but famous Jameis has some goofy ass mangled fingers, dude. So when he makes that W and bites the dude, it looks super dude, Mr. Detroit City, I'm so glad to hear you say that, bro, because I thought I was the only fucking person that noticed that. But I was always like, damn, yo, Jameis got some goofy ass looking fingers, bro. Daniel Campbell, a small Hulk version of MCDC. Exactly, dude. Exactly, Ryan. You got it, dude. You got it, bro. Let's just look at the lines. Let's just look at the lines, dude. Let's just look at the lines. Golly jeepers. Am I really doing this? Vikes over Bears on last-minute drive. Packers win over Giants, but not the 6.5 spread. Lions cover 2.5 points. Toss-up money line if they can beat Eagles on road. All right, Casey. I like the Vikings over the Bears. I hate the Packers over the Giants. Dable firing Jameis starting are both temporary sparks for the Giants. That's what I was thinking, though. That's what I was thinking, Rick C. I was thinking that the narrative is there. The spark is there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got nothing to lose, so they're just going to play like crazy. The person even served him food. He was a strange creature. E.J. Manuel was a bad QB, but at least he wasn't an alien-type creature like Jameis Winston. Bro, E.J. Manuel, dude. Didn't he play for the Bills, dude? Didn't E.J. Manuel get drafted by the Bills, bro? Yeah, dude. Jameis is a goofball, man. He's a goofy guy, bro. He's a goofball, dude. He's a goof, dude. God, do I want to build a parlay? Who scores for the Giants if the Giants do score? Traditionally, does Jameis use his tight ends? Because I really am feeling Theo Johnson. I just like Theo Johnson. I think he's sick. Or do I just stick it with the Giants to win? That's plus 300. That's plus 300. That's already pretty solid, dude. Yeah, and I'm thinking it's like something like 24-21. Jameis over 3 picks. Well, you know what, dude? Here's the thing. This is what I got to stop doing. I played way too much DFS, right? And back when I first started playing DFS back in the day, there was this guy, Al. Hey, guys, it's Al. Al something. I can't remember what his last name is, but he's a degenerate gambler. DFS degenerate gambler. And for some reason, I can't stop whenever I build a parlay. I can't stop thinking about this line that he said when he would build a lineup, right? And it was always, well, tell yourself a story. How do they get to this point? How does the game narrative go? And you have to kind of script it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, Al Sharpton. No, dude, I don't think it wasn't Al Sharpton. Oh. Younghoe Koo with 5 field goals. Trippy. Damn, Trippy. All right. What are you on some good flour, or are you just hitting pens over there, yo? Golly, Trippy. God damn. Because I picked the Giants to win doesn't mean I have to inflate the Giants' stats. I can say the Giants win while Jameis Winston throws an interception. Why can't see? Look at that. Love Jameis. He'd be a great backup QB, an awesome guy to have in the locker room, but I wouldn't want him starting more than 2 games, all downhill from there. I don't even know if I'd want Jameis in the locker room at this point, dude. I mean, maybe he's matured a little bit, but I don't know, man. I just don't like getting too hype about looking at backup quarterbacks, dude, you know? But see, look at that, dude. Look at that. I can make a short little 2-leg parlay plus 675. Yeah, like, why can't Jameis throw an interception and still win? Why? Why do I have to lock my brain into this, dude? What, like... Oh, God damn it. Dude, do you guys have, like, on your laptop, why do I always have to engage my number lock to engage the side number keys? Like, why isn't it just always on? That drives me fucking nuts, dude. What do we think about that, guys? I just feel like going a third leg on a team that I don't really know much about. Now, what I do know about the Giants is that they have a good defense. How do we feel about Brian Burns getting a sack? He can and will. FanDuel got Giants plus 7.5. Winston 225, 2 TDs. Theo Johnson anytime touchdown. 805 odds. That's not bad, dude. Keys to tonight's game: Lions score touchdown early and sustain drives. No gimme yards on special teams like last few weeks. Casey, yes. Oh, dude, yes, dude. Our special teams needs to clean up the coverage. Oh shit, brother. Yes, dude. Yes. You know, we got so sidetracked with the loss. And then the explosion of JMO and the offensive output that I think we kind of totally forgot. Bro, our special teams coverage really needs to fucking clean it up, especially on kickoffs. Golly jeepers, man. You nailed it. What's up, Jeff? Good to see you. I think it's got to own this early or work is going to come too early. Yeah, dude. Yeah, you got to get out on top of them early and often. Honestly, the Giants, clowns, Jameis, Slayton, Robinson, are all the definitions of inconsistency, so in theory you could fall flat on your face or they'll put up 4 touchdowns. Right, dude. I traded Slayton a few weeks ago in fantasy for a bag of balls. All right, dude, so I'm not nuts then for just fading their offensive output and going, they're already underdogs. They're already underdogs, so it's already a shot in the dark, right? So why not lean into the things that we know are going to happen, The Giants could win, but we know Jameis is going to throw an interception. So why can I not still think the Giants are going to win and also put that Jameis interception on there? Why? So I'm going to go Giants win. Jameis throws at least one interception, and Micah Parsons gets a sack. Sure, why the fuck not? Brian Burns. Why not Brian Burns? Who do we like? Who do we like on the sacks, dude? Do we go Giant sacks? They got sack machines all over the field, dude. What, like, I can fade the Giants offensive players because I don't know them. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I like this. Why do I like this so much? Micah sack. Yep, so I threw the Micah Parsons sack on there because he's plus one. One sack is minus 173. Like, it's almost a guarantee. The Giants' O-line is shit. It is shit. Yep, Parsons sack. Yeah, all right. All right, guys, so let's just lock this in. Look at that. That's a simple three-leg parlay. The biggest odds maker on us is the Giants in an upset, right? So that's our farthest shot, is that the Giants win. So that alone is going to sustain us a heavy margin. And we know that Parsons is going to sack, and we know that Jameis is going to throw an interception. So why not put the money on the knowns, the most known knowns, and then the most known unknowns, 666, Mafia, and go with the New York Giants just to win. You know what I'm saying? Shout out if you caught that reference. Three-leg parlays, no balls. Don't worry, Trippy. We'll get there. This is our bankroll management. This is just to kind of cultivate a solid foundation for us to continue to gamble with, so that we're not just throwing money all the time. Don't worry, brother. We will get to our stanky leg. Josh Jacobs will get a touchdown. All right. I am willing. You're not wrong, dude. That's the problem, is that you're not wrong. Josh Jacobs is a touchdown machine. The Packers don't really have that many offensive weapons. Eagles nervous, talking just like another game. Lions talking, understanding urgency and ramifications of outcome of this game. Campbell will have the Lions revved, 4.5-point kneecaps out of 5. First statement game. Casey, my dude, I fucking love it, bro. I love it. Juicy J, Project Pat, Mr. Detroit City, bro. Yes. Yes, dude. The most known unknowns. 666, Mafia. All right. Oh, I like it too much. MC still have Tush Push calling there today. Yo, what if we just like Tush Push troll and put Dan Skipper at quarterback for the Detroit Lions version of a Tush Push? Call it the fat ass flop or something like that. All right, we're gonna stick with this 4-leg parlay. I actually do think that Josh Jacobs' leg is rock solid. I kind of want to put this on. Nah, we'll save that boost. If Golden plays with the Packers, look for anytime touchdown from him. Not willing to gamble on Packers wide receivers. Trying to take the most known knowns and only lean into one single unknown. So this is a 4-legger plus 2,200, $5 on, takes 5 and turns it into 115. I like it. Let's go ahead and go over it. 4 legs. Winston to throw at least an interception. The Giants to somehow pull off a win. Micah Parsons with a sack and Josh Jacobs with an anytime touchdown score. The minute that I take the Giants off of this, they win. Can I just do that? Holy shit, does that tank my odds? Oh. Well, hang on. Oh, see this point? It's back up to 7.5 now, boys. It's back up to 7.5. It was at 7. Fiddlesticks. I should have taken the 7 when they had it. All right. Well, let me ask you this, guys. Do I take the Packers with the points? Or do I take the Giants to win? Matt, has a losing record against the Giants. I like it. Oh, he does. Trippy with the MVP. Nuff said, let's go. Yeah! That's what I needed. I needed you to push me over the edge. Woo! Trippy, you came in like a wrecking ball on that one. Woohoo! Yes! Hit me with the stats, yo. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm so fucking hype on that one now. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dan will feed Gibbs so he gets the ball. I guess the touchdown's a 47 to keep up with Barry. Jeff, I think Gibbs is almost a guaranteed. He's a touchdown-making machine. If anything, they should give us odds that Jahmyr Gibbs will not score a touchdown. I guess I could do that, but you know what I'm saying. So there's a 1:00 game that we'll go ahead and look at. I kind of like that for our bankroll management. Giants will be playing hard for the new coach. Brent, that's what I'm saying, dude. It's all variable upside, and I think that's totally feasible. I think it's totally feasible. The other thing that I kind of think, guys, the other game I wanted to look at, Buffalo and Tampa. Does Buffalo get back on track, or does Tampa take advantage of a stumbling, fumbling, bumbling Buffalo's team? Is this game worth targeting? Right here. Is this game worth targeting? This Tampa? Because that's pretty good, dude. I'd take the 230 with a 6-point spread, man. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? Tell me I'm crazy, chat. Because I think this might be the a game to attack. What did we say, guys? You like the Vikings over the Bears? I like the Vikings over the Bears, but I don't know enough about the Vikings or Bears to make a parlay, so we're just going to go ahead and put $5 on it. No, that's not very much. $10 on it. That ain't very much. I guess I need confirmation. Why do we like the Vikings over the Bears in a 3-point game? I hate betting on these two teams. I don't like betting on them two teams. I do like Carolina to upset the Falcons at home, though. F the Bears. Vikings and Bears tie. Yes. All right, you guys like Tampa as well. All right, guys. I like Tampa as well. Do we parlay Tampa? Do we parlay Tampa, boys and girls? Do we attack? Let's take a look at Tampa. Let's take a look at some of their parlays here to be made. Or do we just like Tampa to flat out win? Vikings and Bears division rivals favor the home team. Okay. Mr. Detroit City, I might do that actually, dude. I might do Vikings win and both of them boys throw an interception. Jordan Love likes to stuff Jordan Love. Just kidding. Tie at 0. All right. I like the Bucks to win. Let's look at Baker's numbers, dude. I like Baker to throw for more than... Well, hang on. Let's see if we can't fluff his stats a little bit. Baker passing and rushing. I like Baker over 200 yards passing and rushing. It's not a bad little parlay right there. Tampa wins straight up. I agree, Jeff. I think Tampa wins straight up. What's their running back situation looking like? Isn't Bucky getting the crack at it? Or is it still Rashad White? Is Bucky Irving out, dude? Is he still out? Is Bucky the Ducky Dunzo? What about Rashad White? Do we just leave it with this two-legger? Tampa slowly getting healthy and an easy schedule ahead. Baker's going to warm up for his playoff run when we face him in the NFC Championship game. All right, Mr. Detroit City. I'm not mad about it so far. Ben Johnson has owned Flores' defense. Rick, you're not wrong, my guy. You are not wrong. You're not wrong, bro. I kind of like the simple two-leg parlay, guys. I kind of like the simple two-leg parlay. The Rams, it really doesn't fucking matter because their QBs are studs. Dude. I hate to say it, Mr. Detroit City, but yeah, you are right, bro. As much as I hate to admit that Stafford's having a stud season, he's fucking lighting it up, boys and girls. Lighting it up. I like this. I like this simple little two-leg parlay right here. But I do want to check on one more passing prop. What's Baker's touchdowns? Oh, over 2. I don't like that. Let's go ahead and just throw him. Let's go ahead and just throw Baker touchdown with 1, just to round this out to a simple 3-leg parlay, huh? How does that sound, boys and girls? I can't. Goddamn little ass screen, dude. I can't see shit. Yep, there it is. Not worth it. We'll throw that on a Lions parlay. No, I don't want no boost. Boom. It's only a $4 bonus. What do you think, boys? James Cook has not scored a touchdown in a while. I'd bet him to score. I get where you're coming from, Mr. Detroit City. I totally get where you're coming from a narrative standpoint. Hasn't scored since week 8. Damn. I get where you're coming from. I'm very torn on who do I like better. I really like James Cook. I think he's a very talented running back, and he is due. I just am such a fucking stan for Todd Bowles' defenses, bro. And I gotta fully be transparent with you guys. I think Vita Vea is a Hall of Fame defensive tackle. I think Vita Vea is one of the best defensive tackles we've ever seen play the fucking game, and just quietly stacked a monster career together. Just quietly ground out this monstrosity of a career. Bijan and James Cook are both overdue, Mr. Detroit City says. Well, we'll take a look at the Falcons game next, actually. I'm going to fade James Cook just because I'm really high on the Bucks to go on the road up to Buffalo and win. I'm just taking dogs today, dude. And it could blow up in my face. It could. And it probably will. Because that's just kind of how the vacation week has been setting up for me already. But good news, the deer blind did come just a day late. So we're didn't get it out there opening day. And obviously not out there today. Going to put it up in the garage this morning so it can off gas a little bit and try and get it out there. It is what it is. You know, it is what it is. Shout out to my dad. He got a deer opening day, early opening day morning. Grabbed himself a little 8-pointer. And, hopefully we can get after it myself. The other game we wanted to look at here before we get into the Lions stuff is why do I like the Panthers to upset the Falcons? Trippy, variable cloudiness and windy. A few flurries or snow showers possible. High 42. Winds 20 to 30. Might be much weather factor for any other game than running back game. That's trippy. I see where you're coming from. Vita reminds me of Jerry Ball. If you're old enough to remember Jerry Ball, hell yeah, Casey. That's what's up, dude. Sometimes people are just overdue for a tutty, and then there's a few around the league. I agree. Which, actually, Mr. Detroit City, since you brought that up, is I kind of understand now this is kind of what I was thinking. That maybe the Panthers aren't the team to target. Maybe we do this, and we do this. Falcons win, Bijan to score, and the Panthers to cover the 4.5-point spread. Or to lose, or basically I think the Falcons are going to win by 3. Am I crazy? Tell me I'm crazy. Tell me I'm crazy, and I will fade it. Tell me I'm crazy, and I'll fade it. Push me over the edge, and we'll go with it. Why do I like Bryce Young to throw an interception? Why am I all of a sudden super high on an Atlanta defense? Why did I just get a fucking huge sensation feeling that Atlanta's defense is going to fucking make things very difficult for Bryce Young? Am I nuts? Panthers could win if Bryce Young is wearing high heels today. No shit, dude. That's why I was like, fuck that, dude. The more I thought about it, I was like, I don't think that the Falcons are going to play bad. No, you can't see over the line. And that's the other thing I was thinking of. That Falcons defense, dude. Why do I like James Pierce to get a sack? Am I stupid? Oh, that's why. You know what? I'm going to fade the sacks and stick with this 4-leg parlay. What do you guys think? Whoa. What the hell? Oh, shit. The line moved to 3.5. Holy shit. The line moved to 3.5, boys. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? That would be why they should wear high heels, so he could see. Dude, he'd need to straight up wear stilts. Dude, is Vegas watching my fucking show? Because I straight up said I think it's going to be like a 3-point game, and then 3 minutes later the line moved from 4.5 to 3.5. Am I all right? I'm reading that right. So if I click the Panthers plus 3.5, that means it's a 3-point game, right? Never know if the Falcons team will show up though. I work for Vegas. We're watching you. Thanks, Trippy. Didn't Carolina spank the piss out of the Falcons earlier this season? Revenge game. Yes, I do think they're in due for a revenge game. I also think the Panthers are very Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I don't know, but I think Robinson and ATL weapons over Carolina. Damn. Oh, yeah, Casey. Yeah, you're right, dude. That Seahawks-Rams game will be good, and it should take us right into the primetime game of the Lions and Eagles. You were right, dude. You are right. Carolina's a mess. Draft Leggett, but don't use him. Draft Brooks to replace Chuba and then extend Chuba, then bench him for Rico. Like, what the fuck? They are a mess, dude. Yes, dude. Carolina is a fucking mess, dude. All right. Panthers plus 3.5 or Atlanta minus 3.5. Tell me what to do, Mr. Detroit City chat. Let me know. I've got a family over in Charlotte and Davidson. F the Panthers. I agree, dude. I agree. So are we taking what? Plus 3.5 or minus 3.5? What do we want to do here, fellas? Do we think it's a field goal game or more than? This is where I'm torn at. This is what's going to really make or break this parlay. The points is that fourth leg that's going to... Finn's about to tie it up. No shit. What's LJ? Tyler LJ, you're over. You're funny, Mr. Detroit City, because they apparently, Raheem Morris apparently doesn't like Bijan. Let's see. What is Algiers over? 31.5. No, I'm good. Oh, what about what's his name? What about London? Maybe I fade the points. Maybe I go Drake London for that fourth leg. What's his yardage? 76.5. So if we just did this, bingo, bango, bongo. I like it. Yeah, dude, he doesn't you get that feeling too, bro? You get that feeling too, dude. That Morrison just doesn't have. Maybe he got dinged up or something, dude. What do you guys think? What do you think about this? It's a little four-legger. We're feeling like Bijan's due for a touchdown. I kind of like it. Mike's trade with the gamble Jordan Love would turn into a legit starting QB. The Packers is in a draft pickle for a decade of mediocrity. I'm here for it. Casey, bro. You got some good takes, dude. I think it's because Bijan is open about his faith in Jesus or something. Mr. Detroit City, you've noticed that too, that players, when they start getting really open about their faith, sometimes coaches seem to punish them. Maybe Morrison leans the other way. Yeah, dude, that's kind of what I was saying. Maybe he's one of them little light in the loafers types. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys, we're just going to go ahead and lock this in. I do think Bijan gets a touchdown. You're right. He is due for a touchdown. I like Drake London to have more than 50 receiving yards, Bryce Young to throw an interception, and the Falcons to win. That's easy breezy, lemon squeezy. Let's go. $59. Yeah, we'll take it. All right, boys, let's head into the Lions matchup. Build us a couple of parlays here. Just a couple of parlays over here. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and build our first bet of the night. The Lions to win. Flat out right. Oh, I need to get out of parlays for a second here, because I like to just flat out put my money on the Lions. Why is it not loading right? Having some technical difficulties here, fellas. One moment. There we go. What do you think? I think we'll just put straight 20 on the Lions to win. Jared Goff rushing touchdown. No shit, Trippy. You think it's going to be that old the old tush push Goff for a touchdown and the epic troll, huh? I'm here for it. We'll build a touchdown parlay. We'll think about it. We'll consider it, Trippy. We'll think about it. What do you guys think, though? I think Lions just flat out win. It's a good bankroll manager. Let's build a couple parlays here, boys. All right. Lions win. Gibbs scores. Hutch with a sack. Easy breezy 3-leg parlay. What do you think, boys and girls? Easy breezy beautiful. Cover girl. Brock Wright throws a touchdown to Skipper on the first drive. You guys think Monty gets a touchdown today? We're feeling a Monty touchdown? That takes my odds to plus 1,000. I like that. I like that, boys. I like that a lot, actually. I also like that. That's fair, Casey. Monty and Fox are the QB touchdowns outside of Goff. Daniel Campbell is going to clock in. We're going to be putting in overtime, boys. I kind of like this, guys. I kind of like this one right here. Do we think we're nuts? Simple. Jack Campbell lines up for a QB sneak. All right, guys. All right. This is why Hat and Boobs tells me I can't take you guys seriously. You gotta quit fucking listening to those guys. Smashes Jalen Carter in the face for a touchdown. Baller. So I'm gonna be honest, guys. Solid fair three parlay. Monty likes seeing Gibbs rack up the stats. That's true. Over under punches thrown. So, guys, my question is, do we like Gibbs and Montgomery to do a double dip? I guess that's really what it comes down to is do Gibbs and Montgomery get the double dip in prime time like we know that they do? Yeah, we go off in prime time, guys. I really want to add more legs to this, but I feel like this is solid. I think that if I start going, like if anything, I'm up in the air on putting both these guys for touchdowns on here. Or is this solid? Do you guys think this is solid? Why do I feel the need to add more to this? Damn. All right, what do we got here? Monty will get more snaps this game to soften up interior of Eagles D. Second half Gibbs breakaway speed. Okay, Casey, I like where we're at that. Aiden chokes out Hurts to go full WWE. I love it. All right, guys, I'm just gonna lock this 5-legger in. Lions to win, Gibbs to score, Hutch with a sack, Monty to score, and Amon-Ra plus 50. 118 yards let up per game, 27th EPA defending a run. Both backs gonna eat. Prob JMO too. I think you're right, dude. I think you're right. All right, guys. We are almost at 12 o'clock, which means that the time is upon us. Do you guys know what time it is? It's stanky leg parlay time, guys. It's the stanky leg. It is time for the stanky leg parlay. Let's go. Let us go. Flying high into the wild blue yonder, way up high into the sky. Ooh, Brock Wright, plus 15 receiving yards. That'd be an easy leg right there, guys. Casey, have a good afternoon, brother. Enjoy dinner with your mom. Drive safe. We'll catch you right back here, brother. Happy Sunday. Go Lions. Have a wonderful afternoon, my guy. We'll see you tomorrow morning right back here at 10 a.m., 11 Eastern here, or from 10 to 11 a.m. We'll be right here waiting for We will be right here waiting for you. God, I'm a fucking dork. Do 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 wum ba dum ba ba bum rum ba bum rum ba bum 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 ba da 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 da. Why do I have the Air Force fucking theme stuck in my head? Way up high into the sky. Meeks might be a sneak attack we have on them too. Let's see if Meeks is even on the stats. Vegas doesn't have any. I can't put anything on Meeks. I can't get nothing on Meeks. Don't mind me just building a fucking insane parlay over here. Yeah. 2 sacks out of Hutch is a lot to ask for. Doable, though. Totally doable. Let's look at catches, huh? Let's look at receptions, huh? Won't add nothing to that. Won't add nothing to that. All right, guys. I can jam in a 12th leg over here. Jamison Williams with 4 catches. Does J-Mo get 4 catches? Jesus Christ, Mr. Detroit City. I wish I could hit that fucking... Good Lord, bro. I just call every touchdown in the fucking main slate, dude. Good Lord, bro. What do we think on J-Mo catches, guys? Does J-Mo get 4 catches? What's up, Feast Mode? Do you think the Rams-Seahawks game is the winner the best in the NFC? That's a very good question, my friend. Personally, I think the Seahawks do beat the Rams, but I think the winner of tonight's game between the Eagles and the Lions will be the top team in the NFC. But again, clearly I'm a Lions fan. Enjoy the game. We will win. Happy Sunday. Have a good Sunday, Mom. We'll see you later. I was wondering where my pen went. Give that shit back, Mr. Got mine. Got mine. Guys, does J-Mo have 4 catches or nah? Or should we just fade it? I'm thinking about just leaving this 11 leg as is. As if I did this. Oh my God, $12,000. That's fucking insane. All right, let's just stick it with this. You guys are silly. All right, so our stanky leg parlay consists of the Lions to win, Gibbs to score, Amon-Ra to score, Dave Montgomery to score, Jameson Williams to score, Jared Goff to throw for 190 yards or more, Amon-Ra with 50 yards, Brock Wright with 15 yards, Jameson Williams with a receiving touchdown, Jahmyr Gibbs with 90 all-purpose yards, and Dave Montgomery to have 40 rushing yards. Do we like it? What's up, Dad? What's up? Gave you a shout out for your deer. My neighbors are so fucking weird. Gave you a shout out for your deer earlier. Probably get out tomorrow to show you at least put my new blind up so you can check it out. And you can use it, obviously. Fade J-Mo. You fade J-Mo daily. I know you do, Mr. Detroit City, bro. I know you're not a J-Mo guy. It's all good. But if this 11-leg parlay hits, we're going to make $6,000. Which means 2,000 of that 6,000 will be going to the food bank. Let's go, you guys. I think this is a solid one. I think this is good. I think this is golden. I think this is grand. I think it's ready to rock and roll. Let's lock it in. Bingo, bango, bongo. Bam. We're in the Congo. And go bricked up neighbors calling the cops. Wish me luck. Detroit Lions heart. Good. Oh, shit. Good luck, my friend. Them neighbors are dickheads. Goff over rushing yards. Well, unfortunately, the bet's already placed in, guys, so we got it all locked and loaded. Let's go ahead and peruse our bets for the day. I was thinking of doing a winners parlay, just putting all my winners down. Let's get down here to the opens. All right, so our first parlay of the day is the Giants to win in a 4-leg parlay. Micah Parsons with a sack. James throwing interceptions. Josh Jacobs to score, but the Giants still win. We'll turn 5 into 115. We put $10 down on a 3-leg parlay up in Buffalo for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to win. Tampa, Bay, Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield to have more than 200 offensive production yards and to throw for 1 or more touchdowns. We then put a 4-leg parlay on the Atlanta Falcons. Bijan Robinson to score. Bryce Young to throw in interceptions. The Falcons to win. And Drake London to have 50 receiving yards in the effort. We then put a straight $20 bet down on the Detroit Lions to win. Flat out bankroll management, 20 turns to 46. We put a 5-leg parlay down on the Detroit Lions. The Lions to win. Gibbs to score. Hutch to get a sack. Monty to score. And Amon-Ra to have 50 or more receiving yards. That'll turn 10 into 171. Nice little walk away there. And then, of course, the one we were all waiting for, guys, our stanky leg parlay. An 11-leg plus 6,000 return will turn $10 into $6,000. It's Lions to win, Gibbs to score, Amon-Ra to score, Monty to score, J-Mo to score, Goff to pass for 190 yards, Amon-Ra to have 50 of those yards, Brock Wright to account for 15 of those yards, J-Mo to have 40 or more of those yards, Jahmyr Gibbs to have 90 all-purpose offensive production yards, and David Montgomery to grind out 40 yards on the ground. We shall see. Who could it be? Who could it be now? I'm going to shit in one hand and wish in the other and see which fills up faster. Guys, I appreciate each and every one of you who tuned in, hung out, participated in the chat, took a vote in the poll. 100% of you say, let's go Lions. I'm glad that there are 0% of you pressing the smelly people button. Try and have yourself. What's up, Kane? How you doing? Lions third string D gonna shut them out. Let's effing go. Let's go, Kane, my guy, brother. It's good to see you, man. Glad you're able to make it. Lock Drake plus 50. Dude, that's what I thought, Detroit Lionheart. I was like, why not, dude? 50 yards. Like, we need to stop being so aggressive in my yardage and just start tempering our expectations and getting down back into reality so that we can grind out a bankroll and wins are wins instead of big wins. We need to stack dollars on top instead of just swinging for the fences and making every single leg a stanky leg parlay. Guys, have a good rest of your weekend. Stay out of trouble. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. We will be back tomorrow morning right here, hopefully with our victory red shirt on for a big Victory Monday, 10 a.m. from 10 to 11 a.m. here at youtube.com. From Grandma Studio 1, I've been Hattenbeard. You've been an attentive audience. Until then, bonga bonga. Frig off.